Hello guys, welcome back. Tonight I got some creepy videos that's gonna blow your mind. So if you guys are ready, let's go check these out.
Who shot the footage? He's walking out on the moon. One giant leap for mankind.
He had a TV camera.
Where?
It was in the as he walked down the limb. He pulled a handle that deployed what was called a MESA, the modular equipment storage area, whatever it was. And in that was a camera. And so when that came down, they flipped it on, and the camera was pointed right at the landing. And so as he came down the ladder, this camera was taking his picture. It's a TV camera. It's grainy, but it was in that assembly. Right. And then once we got off, they took the camera and put it on a little tripod, if I remember. But
last thing I remember very clearly, I think anybody who was alive at the time does. I remember my parents waking me up, and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories.
I know.
Well, no, what we saw was we all were gathered around the old curved top radio and listened.
Talking about, how many feet we were going to the left and right, and then I said, contact light, engine stop, and a few other things, and then Neil said, Houston, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed. Man, how about that?
That was very exciting.
Not a bad lie.
Not a bad lie. You heard it from the horse's mouth. He was there, and he's been saying that they did not go there. So, I don't know. You believe NASA or you believe the person that was supposed to have gone up there? You guys let me know.
Proof dimensions are together.
If you remember watching Shazam in the 90s with Sinbad, the actor, well, the movie never existed.
Do you all remember a movie called Shazam with Sinbad playing a genie? You know what? The movie was never real. It was, the rumor started in 2009. I don't know where it came from, but it's not real.
Millions of people remember watching this movie, but it never existed. Apparently, it's a Mandela effect, a collective false memory of something that a lot of people remember, but it never happened. Just like, for instance, the Mandela effects of the Monopoly guy with the monocle, the Berenstein Bears with an E, and George the monkey with the Berenstein Bears with an E, and George the monkey with the tail. These things never happened. And the thing is, I recently found videos of people who actually have a VHS tape of the Shazam.
I still don't understand the whole issue with this movie Shazam, with Sinbad.
If it never existed, how come a lot of people still have the VHS tape? Are we in a different timeline? Time travel? Parallel universe? What's going on?
Yeah, it never existed.
Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger. I found an original scene from the Shazam movie. In it, several Mandela effects.
What are you doing? Dad couldn't have thrown out all of Mom's stuff. He just couldn't have. James, there's got to be something he forgot here. Something real we can remember her by.
George the monkey with the tail. What?
Hey, we have our memories. They're real. No one can take that from us. Yeah.
Clean this up. Can you imagine if Dad saw this mess?
Really hooked on them.
Bless you. What is that?
Berenstein Bears with an E. What? Nelson Mandela dead at 68. What?
Took you long enough, Tina? Wait, you're not Tina.
Kidnapper! Wait, you knew her mom?
To make me my own dinosaur.
Last but not least, Carmen Sandiego with a yellow suit. Why would someone leave so many Mandela effects inside of a movie that never existed? What is going on here? Time travel or what?
two possibilities happening here. Number one, the reason they're trying to hide that the movie Shazam really existed is because there's a bunch of Mandela effects contained within that they don't want people to have visual proof that actually existed at one point in time. Or number two, they created this video after the fact and they're trying to make fun of people that believe in Mandela effects. What do I believe? I myself think some Mandela effects are real. Like, for instance, the whole thing about Nelson Mandela dying. I remember that happening. I remember the one with the movie Shazam and Sinbad being the star in that movie. And I also remember the Monopoly guy having a monocle on his eye. About the other ones, I don't recall. Those three, I'm for certain sure that I remember those actually happening. Now, you guys let me know in the comments below if you have any Mandela effects that you believe happen or that you remember happening.
This is the sick truth behind the brand Balenciaga. Let's start with their disgusting ad campaign, and no, I'm not worried about the devil drawing on the top right. What I am worried about is the caution tape on the bottom left that misspells Balenciaga B-A-A-L. If we search up B-A-A-L, we get King Baal, who in the Bible, if you sacrificed your firstborn child to him, you would get riches in return, as stated in Jeremiah 19:5. Kim Kardashian wore this tape as an outfit, and it looks like she's no stranger to King Baal.
She goes Balenciaga. Balenciaga. I'm a baller.
This is Lada Volkova, who is the chief stylist of Balenciaga, and it looks like she's into some really sick things.
I think they're all into sick things. Yes, I saw in the comments on that video, some people were claiming, oh, but Kim Kardashian, her tape doesn't have the two A's. It doesn't say Balenciaga. That's not the point. The point is not that the tape has the two A's or not. The point is that she's endorsing a company that is come out to have some creepy practices, if you know what I mean, with kids. And I don't think we should be looking at the table who she's endorsing. And that whole company is like, oh my God, I still don't understand how people could still wear that brand after the stuff that came out in the news.
Happened just over 1 minute into flight.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles.
Next is former NASA astronaut Judith Resnik with an exact doppelganger working at Yale University. 37 years have passed and she hasn't even changed her name. Side by side, there's no denying it. When she's approached, she has a very odd way of not responding.
Hey, Judy? How you doing? I'm from the press. I just had a quick question, if you don't mind.
What press?
I'm from a radio station in San Bernardino. I know there's a conspiracy about the space shuttle. No, I want to be polite. Friendly, just a question. So there's a lot of rumors about you being on that space shuttle. Obviously, if you want to comment, we would really appreciate it.
Kind of odd that Judith is in full panic mode when realizing the press is in her presence. She's no stranger to being in the spotlight. She even made her way into Hollywood for a quick cameo.
If the choice is to allow Americans to be taken as hostages or to be executed, I'll bring my own fucking rope. Saddam backed down, and Ambassador Wilson helped thousands get safely home. When he himself came home to the United States, he was warmly greeted by our president, who took him to the Oval Office and introduced him to the War Cabinet as an American hero.
Commander.
Yeah, there's no way that's a twin, and there's no way that that's not the same person. Like, side by side, same nose, same like teeth. I mean, she's aged, but we have eyes. We could tell it's the same person. And for her to be avoiding the press, like that should tell you something. Because if somebody was confusing me with a famous astronaut that was supposed to be dead, I wouldn't be running. I would be making jokes out of it and try to get some laughs out of people. And her being in a movie, I guess she has experience acting. So you guys let me know what you think about that video.
You know the Nickelodeon theory? Oh no. How Nickelodeon satanic? No, what? Yo! What? Nickelodeon, the word itself. You know what it actually means? Baghdad! What the fuck? does Nickelodeon mean?
Nickelodeon.
What does it actually mean? Like, where did that word come from?
That whole word, or is it like split into
guess
parts?
what it means in Latin?
No! It's Satan?
No, Nickelodeon in Latin. Translated to English, Nickelodeon means I don't care about God.
No, stop!
That's what it means.
Stop.
I care, but
Yeah.
that's what it means.
What? No way.
I'll show you a video, fam. Check this out.
What? Okay, so it is split up. So you have to split up the words.
It's different words.
Okay. I don't know anything.
And then look. And then make the space. Fuck. Yo. It's crazy, bro.
Oh, Nickelodeon, like they take kid actors and put them into Hollywood, and then I
then
don't
make
know
it like-
why, but like
yeah.
all the kid actors turn out to be like bad after.
It is crazy that their name translates to "they hate God." That was hidden because I don't know if people knew back then, but kids used to be chanting their slogan all the time, the Nick, whatever. And so think about it. Words have meaning and power. So all those kids were just basically saying that they hate God and they didn't even know it. Let me know in the comments below if you guys knew that that was the case.
If your kids are seeing someone that's not there, be very careful. Here's why. A horrifying moment was captured on camera while a mother and daughter were fast asleep on their bed. This happens. The mother's woken up to the screams of terror coming from her daughter as she stares at something in the ceiling the mother can't see. After many complaints from her daughter being scared by a mysterious man, she took her to a room where she woke up in absolute terror by the sight of something in their ceiling. Many people in the comments expressed a similar experience while having a sleep paralysis episode. Although given the fact that she saw this man several times while being awake before the incident, for their safety, some sort of investigation should take place.
Nope. Hell no. I mean, there's no investigating. You need to move right away. You need to get your kid and get the hell out of that house. There's no room for investigation. Like, no, like your kid is been telling you that she's been seeing some type of figure or man that's been appearing during the day. Then you take her to a room and then she was wide awake because her eyes were open. She's looking at the ceiling, so she saw something that freaked her out. So what are you waiting for? Just for things to get worse? You guys need to move, sell the house and find yourself a new one because nothing good is gonna come out of you staying there. You guys let me know what you would do in a situation like that down in the comments below.
There's one thing you didn't know about demons. You see, many people are afraid of demonic spirits. But did you know demons are terrified of hell? You see, many people think hell is a party. Many people think hell will be fun. But demons have a very different view about hell. They know it's a place of torture. Just before Jesus cast demons out of a man, Matthew 8:29 says they screamed at him, "Why are you interfering with the Son of God? Have you come here to torture us before God's appointed time?" There happened to be a large herd of pigs feeding in the distance, so the demons begged, "If you cast us out, send us into that herd of pigs." Demons know the truth about hell, and the devil deceived many people into thinking that it's a place of fun. But Jesus came to show us that through his death on the cross, that we have power over demonic spirits. Demons know their time is short. Jesus is soon to return. Comment below, I've got the power in Christ. Like, follow, subscribe for more.
I truly believe that there is hell. I would see why demons wouldn't want to go back there and they would rather go into a herd of pigs and throw themselves into the ocean. It's a lot of people do not believe, and I'm sorry for those people. And I wish that they could see what's awaiting us all. Anyways, you guys, let me know if you believe that there's a hell or not.
I mean, even in the Disney film, Pinocchio, it's unbelievable. The pup scene, he talks about bringing the boys to Pleasure Island, and then he starts whispering what happens to the boys, and the fox freaks out. He's like, oh, but, and he goes, no, they don't come back as boys. Watch it.
Oh, Coachman? What's your proposition? Well, how would you blokes like to make some real money? Well, and who do we have to No, nothing like that. You see, I'm collecting stupid little boys. Stupid little miss. You know, the disobedient ones what play hooky from school. And I takes them to Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island? But the law. Suppose they... No. There's no risk. They never come back as boys.
Wow, it's crazy that all this stuff was out in the open way back then and people didn't even know what they were talking about. They just love to flaunt things in your face when they know that you have no idea what they're speaking of. And it, like, guess they get a kick out of it. I would love to know what they mean that they don't come back as boys. Like, what do they come back as? Women? Or are they coming back as child actors that's gonna influence the new generation into whatever their agenda is at that point in time?
Just discovered giant underground oceans hidden in our planet. And it could be home to some bizarre alien-like life forms. You heard me right. Over 500 miles under our Earth's crust, scientists have discovered huge oceans. And we have absolutely no idea what could be living there. And these oceans are so massive, these underground oceans hold 3 times more water than there is on the surface of the Earth. The temperature of the water down that deep in the Earth is so high, scientists have no idea what could be lurking down there in the depths of our planet. Scientists have just found an egg of an extinct marine reptile that used to swim the waters of Antarctica 60 to 70 million years ago. This is what the ancient egg looks like, and it's about 12 inches long, and it weighs over 15 pounds, and it is the first ever fossilized egg found in Antarctica. The shell had deflated since whatever was inside it hatched over 60 million years ago. But when scientists compared it to 250 other reptile eggs, what they found might scare you a little bit. The egg belonged to a mosasaur, which is that huge thing about to eat that great white shark, or it belonged to a plesiosaur, with both being extremely terrifying. This really makes you think, what else is hiding in the ocean that we just haven't discovered yet?
It's interesting that he mentioned that there's a huge ocean underneath the earth crust. Could that be what they meant when they said the water's above and the water's below? I don't know. It's fascinating. The other thing about the dinosaur egg, I thought he was talking about a recent finding of an egg, like that it was like a viable egg, but it's just a fossil. There's nothing weird about that. I mean, now if they start thinking about cloning it, then we have a problem.
Who is the devil in your eyes? Is he also an alien, or is it not a real person, not a real spirit? Who's the devil?
Let me tell you what happened. So if you go again into the ancient tablets, you discover that a Yahweh, who's in the Bible is known as God, right? Yahweh is known in the ancient text as Satan, the Lord of Eden, E-D-I-N. The land between the Euphrates and the Tigris rivers is where they had the Eden, E-D-I-N. When he has his outdoor laboratories, what I like to call it, where they discovered that mating these people together would work if they had enough genetic diversity. What happens is his brother, Enki, who's now known as Satan, he comes in and he starts talking to the people there. And he starts telling them, it wasn't just Adam and Eve he was talking to, there were other people there. And he was telling them how powerful they really were. The mysteries of the universe was inside of their body, and that they had the ability to ascend even to a higher level than even them. These people then realized that they weren't animals. They clothed themselves, and by the time this Yahweh character, also known as Enlil, comes back, Satan, he realizes what's happened, that his brother has given them the apple. What's the apple? Knowledge. And so he gets pissed off.
I always find Billy Carson's ideas interesting, but maybe they got to him and now they're using him as a way to disinform. What I know for sure is that I would love to see some of his theories turn into sci-fi movies, because those will be really entertaining. You guys let me know in the comments what you think of that. Thank you for watching, guys. That's it for tonight. If you want to continue watching more videos, I got some right over here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Peace out.